Alright, well, welcome everyone. I'm Aureolin, and this is Aureolin's HeartRate Gaming, and we're back to some more Fallout 4. So right now we're still at the castle. We had just cleared out the castle, and we need to go to the railroad at HQ in order to get the courser chip analyzed. So it's been just a little while since I last played this, so I just want to be sure that I'm actually ready to go.
This is Radio Freedom.
Yeah, so on this playthrough, we're just trying to stick to the main story as much as possible, which is like next to impossible to do in this game. For anybody who's ever played this, they know what I'm talking about. Alright, so let's go talk. Hey, Desdemona. What? What? Oh, they're gathering. Gather, my children. Come forward.
There's been panic about the new thing floating in the sky.
I thought it was one of Tinker Tom's aliens.
Aliens are real.
Enough! The blimp is called the Pridwin, and it's operated by the Brotherhood of Steel. The Brotherhood of Steel are a formidable, highly advanced order. And they've come here to destroy synths.
Shit.
Spread the word. The Brotherhood are our enemies. There's no possibility of peace. Tinker Tom will be spearheading a fail-safe plan to deal with this Brotherhood. Codename Red Glare. But for now, we monitor them and keep them clear of our operations. The focus remains on the Institute. You've all got jobs to do. Do them.
I find it kind of
Tinker
funny.
Tom's been looking for you.
Oh, okay. I find it funny that Tinker Tom is with the railroad, because honestly,
Sorry,
with
Tinker
all
Tom's
his
got me doing
conspiracy theories, you'd think that he'd be the most worried about synths replacing
Dez
humans
has
and
given me
stuff.
clearance to set up my atmospheric sensors.
Oh.
Finally, I can prove that the Institute is terraforming the Commonwealth. Eat that, Carrington.
Alright.
Give me details.
So my sensor, I call her Mila, needs to be up high, real high. Dez forced me to put some cameras and, other low-tech surveillance crap on it to watch the Freedom Trail. Chuck that stuff if you need to. Like who couldn't spoof a conventional camera, right?
I'll take good care of Mila.
She's got a lot of sensitive components. So be gentle, all right? I got the perfect spot picked out. Set Mila up and let the juicy data pour in.
So another random side quest.
I have a
basically.
report here. It reads more like a comic book. Apparently, one hell of a fight took place at Green Tech Genetics.
Oh? Ahaha.
Oh? What have you heard?
One of our agents took a courser, alone. Something I'm not even sure Glory could do. And that agent is you. I'm all for one less courser in the world, but why'd you do it?
Ahaha.
I needed a courser chip. I need the code on it.
You have one of their chips intact? Follow me, now.
Ugh, you're so bossy.
Decoding a courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong, the least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Use the back entrance. Too much traffic through the church and we'll burn this hideout.
Oh, hey, Dez. You need something?
Tom, we got a courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages!
You've hit the jackpot with this. Hand over the chip. Let's see what's on it.
Alright.
Here you go.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little Corsa chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you. We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little. What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. encryption
Make sure
algorithms.
you never follow me.
All right.
It's all our
I'm
assets
still
if
running.
you are.
Oh, man. They've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be... Come on, baby. Show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait. They're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh, man, we got lucky. I got you, you Institute bastard. I got you. Software in. Come on. Show me that sweet bass note. Come on, baby. And we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the
Hey
holotape
there,
for
Sir
ya.
Nick. How
Good
are
work,
you
Tom.
doing?
Yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
And Agent, I hope that helps you as much as you've helped us. Good work.
All right.
You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere.
Everywhere. It's in your food. It's in the air.
We got a lot of synths in play right now.
Yeah,
This
take
is
it
really
down.
dangerous.
All right, so let's
You
see.
from one?
All right, where are we going next? What is it? Oh no, that's that quest. Whoa, whoa. Oh right, we have to go back to Virgil. Oh shoot, do I still have? Oh no! I offloaded
Those
my.
vaults. You got too many
chem
teeth to be a
suit.
scav.
Can I fast travel out of this place? Not sure if I can. Crumbsicles. I'm not even sure where I put that chem suit. Hopefully in Sanctuary? I hope. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Good. Oh, man. It's been a while since I played this. Not that I ever really forget how to play this game because I freaking love it. Alright, no. Alright, okay. Where is my chem suit? Chem suit. There it is, hazmat suit. Alright, that's all I've got, so... Yeah. That's, kinda sucks, because it's got, like, no armor, but I don't really have a choice, because there's too much radiation. Alright, well let's go back to Virgil, see what he has to say now. And I think we're getting pretty close to the part where we actually get to get into the Institute. Which is exciting. We're also not going to last long standing right in front of this cave because there's a freaking death claw. Oh. Virgil! Virgil! I got the goods, Virgil. Where are you at? Hey, Virgil.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
Yes.
No, I just went out for a little stroll and thought I'd stop back and say hi.
It's a good thing your survival and my humanity aren't at stake. Otherwise, I might be annoyed by your attitude. But, fine. I shouldn't have doubted you'd come back. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
Oh, you know.
I've made some friends in the Commonwealth.
Better you than me. Face like this, I'm not gonna make too many friends. You're not the only one who's been busy. I
Good.
did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the symbol explanation.
Shamble.
You
Shamble
need to build a
explanation.
device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers and send you instead.
Oh yeah, I
You
forgot
know
about
the
this
craziest
part.
part of the design? That classical music station, that's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Great. Ha ha ha.
Your confidence is staggering.
I'm just saying, I can't guarantee it'll work. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay.
He speaks
Can
very
you?
funny.
I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
Yeah, he's a super mutant, so basically a big dumb brute. But it's funny because he also was a bioengineer, so he's like a brilliant super mutant.
I've got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement.
Yeah.
I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Protect and
All right.
serve.
I think we'll probably go talk to the Minutemen. Yeah, I mean, talk to the Railroad, talk to the Minutemen, talk to the Brotherhood. And I think last time I talked to the Brotherhood, but that was when I still thought that they might be mostly good. And then I didn't like the direction they were going, and so I bailed on them. So this time, I'm gonna go talk to the Minutemen. Oh, freaking death claws. Please don't eat me. Alright, so... Alright, where do I go to talk to the Minutemen? Oh. Preston, did you seriously go all the way back to Sanctuary? I thought you were still at the castle. Well, at least he's not halfway across the Commonwealth randomly running around this time. That's what happened last time. Had to go chase him down and attempt to talk to him before he finally ran back to where he was supposed to be. I think the Mirelurk Queen just scared him. Goify. What? Gooify. Oh, Gooify. I can read.
You need to get out of this radiation. Now.
What? Why did you just say that? Alrighty. Let's take off this suit before I forget that I'm still wearing it and then die in one shot later. Because that always sucks. What do I want to wear? Those have perception. Those have charisma, which my charisma sucks. You know, because I'm so amazing at the social interaction. I mostly keep those around just for persuasion checks. Alright, Preston, where are you at?
What is it?
Nothing, Deacon.
Hi.
What do you need, General?
Ha ha ha, it's complicated.
All you need to know is there's a
I'm
machine that
naked.
can get me inside the Institute.
What? I put
The
on
Institute?
my...
Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
Don't worry about it, Preston. Just do what I say.
They kidnapped my baby.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
Teleportation!
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
Yeah. Those quests are always so roundabout. I don't really understand why Sturgis would know how to build this. Okay, what I forgot to put on my... Yeah, I always forget the jumpsuit.
Do I look like I want to chit-chat?
No, but I also want to get past this Brahmin, and you don't see that happening. Come on, Brahmin! Ah! Darn it.
Please, just... I need to be alone right now.
Yeah,
Seems
okay,
to be growing
whatever.
well.
Fruit. Fruit. Sturgis!
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Okay,
Here you go.
Wow. What a mess. Looks like, encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
Yes.
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex-Institute anything and still be breathing. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah. I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out.
Well, it was written by
you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals.
Oh, boy.
But it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Okay.
Just tell me what we need so I can get started.
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is going to take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
Great. Sounds awesome. We'll probably just build it right freaking here. Because I put the power down here. But this is all on a hill. So I kind of doubt I'll be able to build it here. I mean, I might be able to build it where this park is. But I always feel so crummy to deconstruct the park. It just feels like a really crummy thing to do. It's pretty easy to run lines, though, so I'm not too worried. Alright. We may end up having to go parts salvaging. I hope not. I'm hoping I can avoid that. Well, why do I have all that? Okay. I've got random duct tape, apparently. Okay, that moot fruit. Moot fruit. There we go. There you go, moot fruit. Okay, yeah, 10 seconds later in your chat, the smileys are written because of the cows. Yeah, I figured. It was either my nakedness or the cows, and the cow was more recent, so I figured it was the cow. Oh, I can build it. Look at that. I actually can. I got the stuff. Aluminum and circuitry and some steels. Alright, boom. Built. I did it. Now what? Talk to Sturgis again. Sturgis! Gosh, why they always just like run off? They're like,
There's
yep,
a wealth of technology.
I'm just
I
gonna go
don't
on my
ask for
way.
much. Just need a little
Oh,
bit
hey,
of
Call Me Gamer. How's it going?
How's it going?
Ah,
Did you find a good spot to build your signal
don't
interceptor?
copy me.
There's a giant metal pizza sitting on the ground now, so yeah.
I was just asking. No need for the snide remarks.
Maybe I was just
think I
trying to
got
make
the
you
rest of
giggle.
this contraption figured out. Here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Sweet. Okay.
Thanks, Sturgis. I'll get right on this.
Good deal. One thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other. I'll see you over at the building site. Good luck.
Some of the people you
Doing
meet
some
will be
editing,
institute
yeah.
replacements, synth duplicates, so
Good. I gotta do that after this, actually. Got some more Evil Within 2 for you guys tomorrow. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of stuff. Holy cow, that's a lot of stuff. Alright, what do we got? Gold. I've got plenty of gold. That's fine. Woo! Satellite. You're gonna go there. And molecular beam emitter. Wait. Why does that... Oh, there it goes. Now it's... Oh! There we go. Click. Okay. And this thing. Boop-a-doop bop. Beep bop. I've got all the stuff. Biometric scanner. I got the whole shebang. Look at that. Attach wire. And attach wire. Does this thing? No. Okay. I need power though. 20 and 2. Okay. I need like 22 power. I've only got 5 power. Frick! That's probably going to be the hardest thing to build. Oh man. Alright, let's have a look here. Alright, I can produce... I can produce 2 of these. Why am I so low on rubber? Wait. Oh no, I need science for that. Oh, come on. So that if I can't produce that, then I have to produce like 4 or 5 of these. Oh man. But my screws. My lovely screws. Alright, whatever. Let's just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, what the heck with it. 5. Okay, now we're going to connect them all together. And then we're going to connect it right like so. Boop. Oh, is it still not enough? It's still not enough! Oh, you heifer! One more generator then. How about that? Make them all face the same way. Nice and pretty. Boop. There. Now. That should be good. I did it! Yay! This is totally normal, folks. Just, don't mind the spark. I use all my perk stuffs. I think so. Where is science at anyway? Oh, it's down there. Brah. Alright. Sturgis!
Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Sure. Test first?
Shouldn't we test it first?
I wish we could, but we've only got the one frequency code. There's no way to test it without actually jacking into the Institute signal.
Oh, great.
As soon as we do that, we've used our one and only chance. As soon as the Institute figures out what we did, and I gotta believe those brainiacs won't be caught napping twice, that code we've got is useless.
Fantastic. Okay, let's do it.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Need to get back into Fallout New Vegas. You need to finish that final mission.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you didn't finish Fallout New Vegas. I beat that thing like 5 times. I love that one. That one is so fantastic. Like, I even what did I switched it over to like survivor mode and played it on that as well. It was so fantastic! I love that game. Okay, I'm standing on the platform, Sturgis. It didn't let me get all the way on. I hope I don't, like, lose a leg in the process of this. Uh-oh. It didn't let me get all the way on! Please don't kill me.
Hold real still.
Yeah,
I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay.
Oh, fantastic.
Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Whee! So I'm either dead or I made it. I made it! I'm still having a real hard time trying to decide what I want to do this time round for this story also. I, of course, have already beaten it like every single way, but...
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
New Vegas is one of the best Fallout there is. I mean, I like Fallout 4, but New Vegas is way better in my opinion. Yeah, no, New Vegas was really good, and it makes me so happy that I actually decided to play it, because that was one of the Fallouts that I like almost didn't play, because I kind of thought it was an add-on at first or something, and then I played it, and yeah, it was awesome. Okay, what am I? Oh, right, that's right. Where is it? Maybe it's this? There we go. That must be it. So now I at least have the option of doing that. Wait, did I freaking leave the... No, okay, I've got it. Alright. But yeah, no, definitely. I fell in love with New Vegas for sure. It was really, really good. An Institute jumper? Alright, into the elevator we go. This place, oh my gosh. I remember the first time I came into this place, and it just
I can only imagine
blew me away.
What you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
I mean, this place is just like...
This is the reality of the
ridiculously
Institute.
beautiful.
Place, these people, dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. About what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. Very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he's gonna keep talking. But this place was so, it's just unthought of for a Fallout game. Like when I first dropped into it and you see the trees and stuff, it's just like one of those moments, because you don't expect to see that in a Fallout game. All of that is supposed to be destroyed, and then there it is, and it's so beautiful, and it's crazy to think that it, you know, actually survived in this Fallout world.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your mother. Just talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
This is insane. All of it.
The degree of trauma you're experiencing right now is understandable. Please, just try to relax. I know this is all difficult to take in.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find
Sir
your
Nick.
son.
See you in a couple.
Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
So crazy!
It's really you. After all this time.
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you?
In a manner of speaking, yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
60 years. So much time. Wasted.
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
One of the interesting theories I've heard about this game is that your character is actually a synth, because they talk about how they just started studies on the synths and their behavior under serious stress. So they've talked about your character being a synth, which is kind of interesting to think about.
He never got to see you grow up.
Hello,
Yes.
Jonathan.
What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before
No,
I
I don't
here.
have any mods.
It wasn't until I became
I've
director
never played
that I
any of these
learned
games
all
with
the
mods.
things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
Let's see.
After what I've seen, I pity the man. He was as much a victim as anything.
After what he did to you, I'm shocked you would be so generous. But yes, I understand you've experienced things. Perhaps you ended up knowing him better. I, for one, will never truly forgive him. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I
Wish you were
take
able to play
very
on
seriously.
your Fallout 4?
The Institute.
Why can't you?
It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, Director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard
Grounded
work
from
has
your
paid off.
console.
Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Your Fallout save is on level 156. I got Fallout when it launched.
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
It would benefit us both to
I'm
work
pretty sure
together.
I got this game pretty quickly after it came out. But I like making characters too much, so I built like 5 different characters.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce
I
yourself
don't
to the
remember what my
division
higher
heads.
level
Dr.
character
Fillmore
person
in
was.
facilities.
I think it was like level
Dr.
70
Ao
something.
in SRB. Dr. Holdren in bioscience.
But once
and
you get
finally,
that high
Dr.
level,
Lee
it kind of
in
loses
advanced
its
systems.
challenge, and then
They've all been notified of
it's
your
not
arrival,
as fun to
of
me,
course.
so I like to start
Meet them.
over so that it's
and then
hard
we'll
again.
discuss what comes next.
Alright, so go talk to people, is what he is saying. What's in here? This is Father's room. Everything's so neat and clean. Sometimes there's some good stuff in those drawers. a lot of folders there, Sean. Sean's terminal password. One of the easiest terminals to hack in the whole game. Alright, let's see. Have such little screens, it's harder to see. One.
I'm through.
Kellogg. Enhanced life expectancy. Occasional presence continues to unnerve the others. At first I thought they were merely intimidated by his confidence and arrogance, or perhaps even afraid of a general being. Kellogg is, after all, a killer, but as I continue to witness their reactions, cage their sidelong gases, I've detected something else. Jealousy. A cyborg, really, and the benefits cannot be denied. Enhanced reflex. Cause of their envy is something more practical. His enhanced life expectancy. He's already more than 100 years old, older certainly. Perhaps he'll make it to 150, maybe even 200. Reports. Personnel notes. IO can only confirm sightings outside Vault 111. Gone offline. High hopes. Blah 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 blah. Synth shutdown. Alright. So we're supposed to go talk to some people.
Call this a clean floor? Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
My apologies, sir. I was issued a defective cleansing unit.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this.
Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of hubris around here lately, and I don't care for it.
Alrighty. Meet the division leaders. Well, it looks like they're all downstairs.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
Oh, I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Hey, Doc. Thanks again.
Of course.
You weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it...
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Normal.
Whoa.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Oh.
What can I requisition?
I have access to a modest selection of arms, armor, and other items approved for use in field missions.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Let's see what he's got. Experiment 18A. 25% faster fire rate, 15% faster reload. Enemies have a harder time detecting you while you're sneaking and not moving. Agility and perception. Energy and damage resistance. Action point refresh speed. Yeah, I remember these armor pieces in this shop were really great. Like, these are really awesome. If I wasn't so poor, I would buy them all. I'll be back, Synth. I mean, look at this. You'll never see anything like this in any of the other Fallout games. There's like one area in Fallout 3 that has trees and stuff, but it looks nothing like this. This place is so beautiful. It's like a huge rarity to see in this world.
I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Hi, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, Have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does general... Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat.
Dr. Holdren?
Something I can do for you?
You mentioned medical care? I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist, and all...
Right.
Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. You won't find better medical care.
Clayton.
Anything I can help you with?
Is there anything I can do to help out?
There might be. Tell you what, you get settled in.
Uh-huh.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued? You're here?
That is correct.
Glad you made it. That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that is no longer.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hey.
Yeah?
Safety first. Remember that.
Doctor?
Since you're new here, you should take time to learn our safety procedures. And the sooner the better. Rules create order, and order promotes efficiency.
You sound like my 5th grade math teacher. I hated that woman.
I doubt her rules were a matter of life and death. Fail to follow protocols in one of our labs, you could end up with a serious injury. Or worse. I had some handbooks made up, but that was years ago. I'll see about getting one to you.
Sure. Whatever.
Take care, then.
Right, see you later.
One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
Send relay grenades. Boop bop beep bop boop bop beep. Taking them all. Ah, come on. Free ammo. Alrighty.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Hey!
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Dr. Lee? Tell me about the people in your division.
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute, and she's...
Right. Dr. Lee?
That's all you had to say? Alright.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Okay.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only. So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Bob
There.
about this.
All done. You can return to your duties, and remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
It's an honor to have
Hi.
you here, ma'am.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
After what I've been through, a checkup is probably a good idea.
I should think so. Who knows what you might have been exposed to up there? How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
Alright, one more person to go talk to. The most shocking room in all of the Institute.
I am seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock
Everyone's
some heads
excited
together.
about the new synth project.
They're dragging
It's an
their
honor
feet
to
on
meet
the
you,
targeting
ma'am.
package upgrades I asked for.
Three
Maybe I
levels
should
of
take some
approval.
courses
Do you
with me.
believe that? 3!
Please don't.
Oh, come on, dude.
There's
Get
enough
out of
friction
the
as
way.
it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
Father's a great man. You must be very proud.
Excuse
maybe
me,
I was thinking
Doctor.
of a different room.
So, here you are.
Justin Ayo,
Here I am.
Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
I guess we'll find out.
Indeed. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word,
Sure.
But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
You mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Why can't you just talk
What
to
do
me
you
about
want?
everything?
And please, make it quick.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
All right. Well, we completed meeting all the people.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
Oh man, this place is so pretty. Okay. Yeah. I'm debating attempting to go with the Minutemen this time round. I'm not really sure what going with the Minutemen entails, but we'll see what I decide later. Alright, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up right here, so yeah. I'll see you guys next time. See ya!